Cereal time, cereal time, cereal time, whoa.
Everything's made up, nigga, stay woke. Who is this dude?
Lemon pepper what?
What's up, cereal heads? Today we're going to talk about Coconut Crunchos. Now, if you don't recognize this cereal, that's because it's not real. I mean, obviously it's real in the sense that it exists. I have an unopened box of it right here. I just mean it's not a real breakfast cereal sold in stores. This was a fictional cereal created for the FX TV show Atlanta. They gave away boxes of this stuff as promotional items leading up to the season 2 premiere last year. If you watch the show, you'll know this Coconut Crunchos reference. And if you don't watch the show, well, you should. It's pretty great. Donald Glover, Brian Tyree Henry, Lakeith Stanfield, Zazie Beetz, they're all amazing in it. And it's funny, but it's also poignant, sad sometimes. It's just an all-around great show. Anyway, there was an episode back in the first season that featured a commercial for Coconut Crunchos. I'm not going to show you the whole commercial here because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but you can find it on YouTube pretty easily. I'll leave a link for it down in the description, and there should be a link for it up here too in the corner. The commercial has their mascot, a hungry wolf, trying to get some Coconut Crunchos. But since the cereal is only for kids, a police officer steps in and stops the wolf from getting to the cereal. And then, well, things escalate pretty quickly. I don't want to ruin it for you. Go check it out. So last year I was so happy to see they released a version of the cereal, even if it was only a limited number of promotional items. The concept alone is already better than some of those novelty FYE cereals, and 100 times better than any of those Funko cereals. Just a quick sidebar, I know some of you have asked for videos for those Funko cereals, but I refuse to do it. I don't collect Funko figures, and the cereal is just boring, same old loops with different colors. The only one I ever bought was this Lydia cereal from Beetlejuice, and that was just a gift for my wife because her name is Lydia. But I won't be making videos about any of these Funko cereals. Sorry. But let's take a closer look at this Coconut Crunchos box. You can see the cereal is just little vanilla and chocolate loops covered with, I guess, maybe coconut sprinkles, or maybe it's just coconut flavored. Though if you look at the bottom of the box here, it says that it's made with real coconut flavor. Also up here it says there's a free prize inside, which I'm a little skeptical about, but we'll see in a second. The side of the box here features this really simple maze. It's pretty easy to go from the bottom to the top there. Then on the back of the box here, they have a drawing of Cruncho Island and the 3 kids from the commercial. They also have a little joke here labeled Wacky Wally, which I think answers the question regarding the name of this wolf mascot. They also ask you to find all 8 Cruncho pieces on the back of the box here. And lastly, really quick, let's take a look at the ingredients. You can see that whole grain oats is the first ingredient listed. Gotta say I'm impressed. That's better than General Mills does with the monster cereals that use corn flour these days. Another ingredient in here is coconut chips. So this isn't just a cheap clone like those FYE cereals. They actually put some effort into this. So let's open it up and take a look. So it looks like I was wrong. There actually is a prize inside here. It's a pair of mini handcuffs with an Atlanta keychain attached. These handcuffs are, of course, a reference to the commercial, a necessary item for good old police brutality. Now let's take a look at the actual cereal. So here's what a bowl of Coconut Crunchos looks like. You can see the brown and white pieces. They look like plain and chocolate Cheerios. And then there are little coconut chips dispersed throughout the cereal. This stuff actually smells a little bit stale and expired, but let's hit it with some milk and give it a try. Yeah, so it's definitely past its expiration date. This stuff is stale and dry and kind of gross tasting. I mean, it's not as bad as like 5 or 10 or 15-year-old cereal, obviously, but it's definitely not fresh and tasty either. The coconut chips add a little different texture to it, and you can kind of taste the hint of that chocolate flavor still. I get what they were going for. It probably was pretty good if I had tried this stuff like a year ago. But today, after it's expired, well, I'm not gonna have another bite. I guess the good news is we have coconut Cheerios hitting shelves soon, so I can just use some of those, some chocolate Cheerios, add my own coconut chips, and make my own version of Coconut Crunchos. So since we spent this video talking about a fictional cereal, I thought I'd spend a few seconds to talk about some other fictional movie cereals. There was Fu Manchu's from the 1985 horror movie Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. Of course, there was Spaceballs cereal from the Spaceballs movie in 1987. There was recently a Mel Brooks signed prop of this cereal box on eBay, but it was a little bit outside my price range. There was Turbo Man from the 1996 Christmas movie Jingle All the Way featuring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Can't forget Pine and Oats cereal from 2002's Minority Report with Tom Cruise. That was such an odd flavor choice for a cereal, but I appreciated the interactive box in that movie. Cheery Owls and Pixie Puffs can be seen in the 2007 Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I think they even released a Cheery Owls promotional cereal, which I never got my hands on. And Great White Bites can be seen in Robert Rodriguez's Planet Terror in 2007. Like his friend Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez appears to be a cereal fan as well. Anyway, that's just a small list. There have been countless others. What are some of your favorite fictional cereals from movies, TVs, books, video games? Is there one particular one you wish was real? Maybe we can get FYE to make a novelty version if we complain and ask them enough. But that's gonna do it for Coconut Crunchos. I don't think the new season of Atlanta is gonna premiere until 2020. I can't wait for that show to come back. It's definitely in my top shows over the past few years. If you need another good show to hold you over until then, might I suggest checking out Wu-Tang and American Saga on Hulu. Now, I was a writer and producer on that show, so I'm a little biased. But if you're a hip-hop head as well as a cereal head, check it out. I think you'll like it. That is if you're old enough. I know there's a lot of young people who watch these videos, so make sure you ask for your parents' permission before you do. Alright, well, as always, thank you for watching, and until next time, stay crunchy. Uh-oh.